We're not rolling here, are we?
Always rolling. So
Well, give us a hint.
Yeah. And action.
What would you like me to call you, Mr. Rickles?
God.
God?
We all idolized him. Every stand-up idolized him because of just how fast he was and the amount of courage he's always had. And but then when you met him and hung out with him, he was just a gentle, sweet man.
Everything I've ever done, I've never had a writer. I've made it up myself. And so I developed this style of kidding with people but not being mean.
He's from that Joan Rivers school where they could say anything and you knew it was just comedy. You know, you didn't take it personal. It was they were beyond political correctness and all this stuff. And they earned the right to say what they could say. And a lot of guys that are trying to do that haven't earned that yet. And that's what was so respectable.
What kind of question is this? Is this a question?
No.
Oh, God, I'm just going to start insulting myself to beat you to the punch.
But back in those days, how did you magnify your voice, before electricity?
You got off a good one, and it's
Did I?
and it's me off.
He was a brilliant comedian and a one of a kind, and it's really sad.
Should we have good manners and put our napkins in our laps?
If you plan to eat, I don't eat here.
You don't eat? I thought this was dinner with Don.
No, I don't eat here. Since Mussolini died, I never eat
Oh,
here.
did he pass away?
He lived a great life, and he did everything he wanted to do, and he was still doing it. And he was completely there, still able to do an hour-and-a-half show up to several weeks ago. So, we should all hope for that.
I'm gonna be sincere here for a second. To be able to sit here is really, really special. I'm really honored to get to talk to you, Don.
Well, that's very sweet. When your name came up, I said, I don't want her. And then they said, be nice. She needs it. She needs it. Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me to your beautiful home.
Yeah. It's not bad. The ceiling needs some work.
Don Rickles had edge before we really knew what the word meant. When I was a young man, I'd see him say something to Sinatra or say something to Johnny in a late night venue. I was like, ooh, can he say that? And I didn't realize it, but that's edge. And one day I would want that.
Ignition. Lift off.
If you don't represent women in politics,